Do you ever find yourselves whisked away against your will? If you do, hopefully it wasn't at the back end of a major head injury, unlike our protagonist in this series. Education is probably for the best, however, the initial meeting with a beastman probably could have gone better, but Rudy has a veritable journey ahead of him. New experiences and all. Good thing you overcame that trauma, otherwise this would have been crippling. Let's get into it. Such a stern-looking face to staring at you as soon as you wake up and... Okay. Well, that's kind of an understatement. Maybe don't read bits like that out loud. You know, for a job, well, because obviously he wouldn't have left, would he? Remember, keep certain things unsaid. Quick, read for your life, boy. So he'll be the teacher. Normal schooling is, not advanced enough for him, so... Go out into the world and, yes, become your own man. Wanting the best for his son is one thing, but now that he knows he's not in immediate danger, and the problem with that is you saw how she was before Rudy met her. A farewell without a goodbye, just a complete disappearance, might be a little much. I see. Not that rare. There's many types, it seems. What kind of juice is that? It's... never actually being taught the fancy ways of the nobility. Etiquette and all that seems to be quite amiss. More or less. In a way. That's how he landed the job so easily. Good. Kind of how I got my first proper job. And he may have been accepted quite easily. Well, the letter already said something about that. Anything about the daughter was actually left out, surprisingly. Well, considering he just said that his daughter is willful and doesn't hold much hope for him. A new teacher. And there's a new one. A sheep. Is he going to do the proper bow? Yes. He needs to learn his place. The thing is, would him being a successful teacher be more about just his own will of not hitting back? Well, I guess that works. He's hired. She's not stopping now. Just gonna beat him into the ground. And through your use of magic and everything else, managing to get... Oh, and skillful use of hiding under a table. Of dealing... Being the daughter of such a family like this. Remember, you are talking about his... Careful with your words, even if you are related. He's more afraid of his father than of her. Really? I think all of them were beaten, but you just make her more obstinate. Trick her into education. Classic. Oh, that face. And I know I said I read part of this and I know bits and pieces of what's coming up, but at the same time I don't remember side story stuff. In the moment, the fear of getting attacked and everything was more pungent than bringing up any troubling memories for him. Ah, his hands were bound. Really? Not even a lock or anything on the chest? Yeah, good thing they got everything ready. Really, who is the evil party here? And yet you're seemingly so upbeat and happy about it. He's really playing the part. He's got an awfully bad twitch back there. I think he's less of an actor now. I guess seeing a scene like that, you would kind of question what the hell was going on, especially if you thought it was... What was that for? What did you think he was coming on to, yeah? Maybe he likes little pain. Is that teeth? Good thing he does actually know healing magic. Comes in quite useful. Do learn it quick. Is this really the time? Really kind of either they're really into playing the part, you know, in a situation like this where you have been kidnapped, sometimes violence, well, the answer is yes, with violence being the question. Sometimes being a little studious can really help. She was trying to stand for herself. Well, in this situation, she needs to pick her enemies. They're taking their time to get through. They were taking their time to get through. And seeing like all of this in such low light, because obviously there wouldn't be a lot of... I thought you were meant to be, keeping quiet. Chuck her back in the dungeon. Looks like there's scarier things out there. And one who didn't receive any, well, a single punch, but still major punishment, and managed to get out of the dungeon. And there won't always be someone next to you to be able to deal with it all for you. Keeping an eye out is probably a good idea. Although you might want to keep somewhat of a low profile. And if you now hear a startled horse... Oh, it just got quiet. Oh, he had to say it. Even if you got away from a situation like that, though, it's not over unless you round up. Yep, everything's safe. I'm guessing since the look we got earlier, it's either going to be one of those making you think it's a bad guy, or he is just part of it. That's why it went this way. Was she... He was part of it. Was she keeping the promise of not shouting? I need to know the value of money, but... It's a tempting offer. Oh shit, I'm like Rudy. So just because he's a bit pissed... And if he turns a blind eye here, and does he have a lot of ethics on the other things that he's trying to make amends for from before? Bad ending. Okay, he might not be so heroic. Quite a nice use of the spell. Ooh. I like the music to both go along with this scene. It's like, oh, battle track, now we've engaged the enemy. But the fact that Ghislaine is also going to appear. The sword is on a pretty good trajectory. Can he not do anything to deflect it? You've got a variety of spells, right? Plus, if you can think about it, maybe able to touch the handle. Put it off course. Or just wait for your saviour. Sword King. That was quite flashy. I like the shell shock. First sense of like death in this world. Think so. Did you get the other guy along there with it? The one from the mansion. That might take some getting used to. Although if he's going to be employed as her tutor, maybe seeing blood isn't going to be that strange. One hell of a night. Really? I think it's pretty much exactly what it looks like. Dragged by the hair as well. You've got to love that extra touch. Suppose if you abide by the wording. Maybe violence really was the way out. I don't think we get a third or even fourth chance. Good thing he doesn't have to go searching for a new job. That's about as good as an answer you're gonna get. Looks like those years spent training on all of the dating sims so on actually played out. Paid off. It's a hell of a lot better than my first job. At least, if she doesn't attack him again. But being forced into the role of a tutor for a rambunctious child, seeing the outside world as not all safe and cuddly. There is danger, there is death, there is abduction. Oh, he knows that one. And there's still a hell of a lot for him left to learn. With his current skill set and wits, a single what is with my words? Single thrown sword was almost enough to take him out. Pretty bad way of leaving this world, considering he's just getting used to it. Already getting a day off. I actually kind of alluded to it during the actual episode, but seeing the scenes actually be dark because of a lack of light, it visually might be a little difficult to see what's going on, but stylistically I really like it. And seeing the inside of the big mansion house thing actually being a lot more well lit than just his family home, because, well, they had proper windows, for one. Coming from the life of just a country bumpkin with a little skin in magic, let's admit, now teaching someone else, especially someone who holds themselves with such high regard. If it wasn't for an event like this, it would probably take quite a while to gain any sort of respect, if any at all. And also, after some information has been extracted, anyone else that might have been part of it is going to be subsequently round up, probably not even getting much of a trial. But also, I just thought about it. If they really want to exact some sort of retribution. With the existence of healing magic, torture is very effective. Looks like you're on the verge of death. Why don't we start again? But also really coming face to face, literally, with what life in this world means and what it can be and just how dangerous it all is. A bit of a wake-up call considering the life he had. And despite maybe some of his reasoning for why he does stuff, or what he exactly expects out of it, considering going down the good path, saying the right options to the right people, I think it's very good that we're never really going to forget that Rudy isn't your typical good protagonist. That's what makes him interesting. He's the type that we love to hate and hate to love. Seeing a few of those. But also, considering we saw the kidnappers and bits around town, does the existence of the beast people only really being in the mansion so far because of a certain proclivity? Preference of the head of the household? I guess we're going to need to watch more to find out. Maybe everyone would be recovered by then. Hopefully nothing was too traumatic for you, and we can continue on. But for now, if you enjoyed it, please let me know. If you leave a like and a comment on the video, it helps out my channel, it helps out me. And also, I guess the YouTube algorithm will get you stuff that you would prefer. If you want to try and beat it on your own, maybe consider subscribing. Get yourself some rest. It's a hard day's work. No time off. Maybe in the next one. Some days that I sit down to record some anime, it feels as though I'm getting a punch in the face. But if you want to take me away, leave me locked in a dungeon with nothing much else to do, consider joining onto my Patreon, because then I'll have to watch more anime. So, to the likes of Electric Ant, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sao, Shiwan, Mats, Moaha, Stinsfire, Girly, Grey 19, Saltytron, Cardboard, Croyville, Jennifer Rojas, Alvin Garcia, Santiago, Di Fiero, Dark Shadow 7899, Defender of Segs, Gintman, Vinez Kid, Maurizio Lascano, and everyone else. I really do need to thank you for not using any physical persuasion.